Alright, today we're working on a 2007 Toyota Corolla. Here's our brand new Maxpeedingrods struts. Go ahead and put these in. Good quality, look nice. Let's go over the tools. You're going to need a impact gun, electric ratchet, 2 torque wrenches, a 22mm wrench, 14mm wrench, 21mm socket, 17mm socket, 22mm socket, 14mm socket, a 3-inch extension, as well as a 3/8 to 1/2 inch adapter. We're going to use our 21mm socket. You have to keep your tire on the ground for a second to get this stuff off. Break them loose, do not fully remove them. Now we're going to lift the car up. You can do this on jack stands. We have a hoist. We're going to go ahead with our little impact for ease. We're going to finish removing these. Now we can take the wheel off. Once the wheel's off, we go in ahead and hit all our bolts with some penetrating oil. And now we're going to use our 22mm wrench. You're going to have to put the wrench on one side, your 22mm socket on the other. We're going to break these guys loose. Don't remove them yet. Using the 17mm socket, this is our sway bar in link. Now we're going to go up here. We're going to go ahead and hit that loose. Then we're going to move on to our ABS bracket and our brake line bracket. Using our 14mm wrench, we're going to get those loose. Go ahead and take those out all the way along with your sway bar in link. We can remove all 3 of those completely. Use a little pry tool, get that clip out of there. Now we're back to these 22s. So we're going to use our impact and just finish those off, get the nuts off, pull the bolts out. It's really nice if you have an impact, but you don't have to use an impact for this. We're going to leave it loose like that, and now we're going to go ahead and move up to the top of the car. So open up your hood. Then we got to remove these windshield wipers and cowls. Our struts are underneath, so let's start with the windshield wiper. We are going to be using our 14mm here to get that windshield wiper out. Both of them, give them a little smack here. There's also a tool that you can buy to get that off, but you should be able to get them off by hand. Got a couple plastic clips in here. These are the nice clips. You just push the center down like that, and then that clip will pop right out. So we got to do that on both sides. And then you're going to pull the cowl up like so. Get that up out of your way. And now we have full access to our 14mm bolts for our strut tops. You go ahead and get those loose. You can't really get a tool in here, so you are going to have to use a wrench, no power tools. Now we're just going to finish removing those. Once they're out, it should fall out the bottom. Be nice to have a helping hand here, but you can't do it by yourself. And now we're going to install our brand new Maxpeedingrods strut. Lift that up into place, and you can start one nut up top, or you can start all 3, whatever you want to do, but you just need something to hold it up. We don't need to tighten these down yet. We'll come back to tighten these down. We're going to go ahead and line up our 22s here. Get that lined up. You might have to wiggle it. To get the bottom, you're probably going to have to push the strut up. Now we're just going to use our impact and our wrench, and we're just going to snug those down for now. Then we're going to set our torque wrench to 80 Newton meters and make sure those are good and tight. Now we'll slip in our sway bar in link again, and you're going to put the 17mm nut back on there. We're going to torque that down to 70 Newton meters this time, so just a little bit less. Then we can go ahead and reconnect our ABS and our brake line brackets. Those are our 14mm bolts. We'll put those in. Don't forget to put in your plastic clip right here. Now we're going to go ahead and torque those down to 40 Newton meters. Both of them to 40. And then we're going to go ahead and place back on our wheel. And we're going to torque our wheel nuts to 120 Newton meters. And we're going to lower the car. Now we're going to go back up top. And we're going to torque the top. And the top we're going to torque to 50 Newton meters. You're really only going to be able to get to that one, so once you get a feel for it, just try to tighten the other two. Now, we're going to go ahead and put our cowl back on the same way we removed it, and then our wipers. Make sure you get your wipers lined up good so that they're not at a weird angle. Then we're going to go ahead and use our 14mm nuts to go ahead and tighten that back up, and we're going to torque those to 40 Newton meters. And after that, you're all finished. No need to go to the mechanic.